Good evening, everybody. This is Vonda Evans. And, I just wanted to say what's going on, and we are live doing our thing. And just got to edit my, uh, who can see it? Okay, so what's going on, everybody? Let's do our check in. See who we got. Autumn Edwards. Hey girl, what's up? You first one. See, I need to be giving away some prizes or something. But I got something for y'all. Greetings from Detroit, Pat Taylor, Milroy Price. Good evening. Blessings. Blessings. Barbara Kice. Good evening from Cape Cod, Massachusetts. Okay. Excuse me. I had a little something to eat right before it was cold, and I shouldn't have eaten. Let's see who else we got. I hope you can hear me better today. I was having some problems with the audio. Good evening from Bessemer, Alabama. That's Tanya Morris. Okay. Hello, hello, hello. Okay, we doing wonderful. Just wanted to check. Okay, Lance, baby. Long time no see. It's been away too long. We missed you too. I was wondering when you was gonna come in. Deborah Price from New York City. Ann Arbor here, born and raised in a D. Autumn Edwards, who lives in Ann Arbor. That's different. Lance, we back and ready. Yes, we are. Good evening from Chicago, Marion Beck, Carolyn Hall from Durham, North Carolina, Kayla Martz from Wallingford, Kentucky. I love Kentucky. They have beautiful grass, beautiful air. You can eat all day long. That air is so thin and beautiful. It's wonderful. Lady Regan from Phoenix, Arizona. Hello. Your mother said they're gonna give you your props. She'll name you Lady. Long Beach, California. Lance, you know what? All this time I thought you were from New York. Maureen Gotchett from Cleveland, Ohio. Devon Branson from Latonia, Georgia. Lady Reagan, Lady J, baby. That's what they. Okay, what's your nickname? Lady J. Get it right. Hey, it's from St. Augustine, Florida, by way of Detroit, born and raised. And I got to see Lori, Margarita, Marilyn Jackson from Houston, Texas, Catherine Braxton, Tiffany Priggett from Hello Queen from Detroit. That's where I am too. A little cold here, baby. Let me tell you something. A little cold. We not doing too good with the weather here. A little cold. You were about 25 minutes from Los Angeles, Compton. I never, for some reason, I thought it was New York. I don't know what. Mary Mims from DC, originally from Detroit. Rebecca Dunley from Detroit. Lady Reagan, that's my stage name. I'm a pro violinist. Honored. Hattie Thornton from Georgia. It's cold here as well. In Kentucky, Andrea McCleany. Who else we got? Sarah Jones from Killian, Texas. Vonda Cubics from Ohio. I bet you I know how to pronounce that first name. Tulcelian Smith from Houston. Vocalist mistakes. Sorry about that, Lady Reagan. Sorry. Greetings from Arizona. Last call. Like Nina Marcus. Love it. Tanya Green from Los Angeles, California. Ruth White from Spokane, Washington. Used to live in Detroit and born and raised in Michigan, okay, in Spokane, Washington. Nicole Anderson from Detroit. Greetings from Yazoo City, Mississippi. Bonnie Wolfuck. Jane Wilson from Detroit. Let's see what else we got. Hey, Vonda, that's my cousin. Greta Bostic Hall, that's my cousin. What's up, lady? Carol Sprinkle, my colleague. What's up, lady? What's up, y'all? Uh-oh, I don't get nervous now. Because I'm going to be saying, y'all going to be watching me. Lorraine Daniels from Maryland. Good evening, Greensboro, North Carolina. I went to school there, A&T. Latinia Mitchell from Kansas City, Missouri. Love you too, Carolina. Excellent lawyer. Ever in need of a lawyer probate? She's an excellent lawyer. Excellent lawyer. Amy Bowers from Memphis, Tennessee. Lena Earl Williamsburg from Williamsburg, Virginia. I'm sorry. Come on in. Now, I know y'all listen. I was a little late because I got a little surprise for you, okay? All right? I'm just a little surprised. And I had to get back acclimated, but I'm ready. Elisa Luster from East Point, Michigan. You go, don't worry. Greta, you know once I get into it, I'll be all right. Maria Taylor from Detroit. And Veronica. Hello, Vonda. Hello, Veronica. Campos. Okay. So listen. I'm going to start off today by talking Glenda Brown from Baltimore, Maryland. From the pit to the palace. Women by nature, traditionally, many of them, I would say majority, I'm going to say me, okay, are givers. That's what we do. We're nurturers. Wasn't no way I was going to miss this live. Okay, because I'm going to be ready to go, Lance. And I miss you too. So, women are nurturers. Felicia Williams, good evening, ladies. Texas here. All right, in the house. And what we do, hey, Shirley Evans. Hello, Bond and everyone. So, we are nurturers. We see an issue and we resolve it. That's just what we do. That's how we build. That's who we are. Okay. Give us any task, we'll complete it. You know, we have a tendency, though, to many times do for other people and put their needs above our own. We believe that sacrifice is close to godliness. And many times in certain situations it is. But when it comes to a dating relationship, you got to be careful. And what I'm talking about, let's talk about it. How about the situation where you meet someone? And ladies, let me tell you something about when men meet women, okay? They are sizing them up. Okay. They may know a little bit about them, like, okay, this is the thing. With social media, it's really easy to find out something. So if I wanted to know something about Shirley, I can go to her profile. And I can find out, where she lives. I can look at her pictures and see whether she has children. I can look at her pictures and see if there's a man around. I can read some of her posts. Many times people post about things that are close to them. And so then you can see if maybe she had a dog and a dog died. Maybe she had a close family member. So they gathering all of this information on you, okay? And you don't even know it. You just going about your daily, task or whatever. And that's one way. The other way is that say we meet someone out, okay, and they want to go to dinner with us, and we are the first ones to give out way more information than necessary. We gonna tell them we were married, where we work, we got kids, we got a dog. We gonna tell them everything, things that they don't need to know. So inevitably, they're like a sponge. They're soaking up all this information, and you just giving it to them, pouring it out, pouring it out, and it's almost like a question answer. They'll say, do you have children? Yes, I got two children. They said, just, what, one is 18 and one is 16. And let me tell you, they go to and they went, and they say, you got kids? Yeah. They're very elusive with their answers. They're not really giving out information. But women, we want to be transparent. Say what we mean what we say. You can't do that in the very beginning. Because many times, some men are actually looking for your weakness. Okay? They're looking for a weakness. And so they listen. And you got your little cup of little wines and going on. Y'all like, let me tell you something. When I was married, let me tell you what I could not stand. I could not stand this. My ex-husband would come. And nobody even asked you that. So in the law, and Caroletta can say this, that's called giving too much, and the response is non-responsive. Do you have children? Yes. You ain't got to tell us their name, their nickname, when they on varsity. You giving out too much information. You doing feeling a little wine, you feeling good or whatever. And you want to be transparent. There's a time and a place to be transparent. And it's not initially when you meet somebody. I remember many years ago, there was a judge, and I was his prosecutor. And he would say to me, I heard enough. I heard enough. I said, well, you ain't even heard all the evidence. But what he was able to do, and after years of being being a judge, I was able to do it as well, is figure out what the issue is, what the problems is in 5 or 10 minutes. Can't let your guard down. That's right, Lance. And you all say, well, why you be always co-signing with Lance? And let me tell you about this. You don't have men who are willing to share and be transparent. They all, gaming up, just looking at us like we silly. But here you got a man that's being able to give us some game so that we know how to go about what we doing. So many times he will chime in and I'll say, well, that's right, Lance. Because see, he giving me game. I ain't never been no man. Okay? And y'all ain't either. So when I'm saying stuff, he could be like, Von, do you right? Sometimes he like, oh no, you wrong, sis. You not on the money on this one. But he a man, so he know. So I appreciate that. So my point being to you is that y'all give too much information. This man know after one date, and he's giving it from the male perspective exactly. He had to know after one date how many kids you got, whether you want to be married again, what you do for a living, do you live alone? He know, baby, he got He got the whole little write-up on you, baby. He got it all written down. He done took his notes. And so now I know how to come for you. I know how to appraise the situation. She's successful, but she lonely. She broke, but she not lonely. She got too many kids. They're making assessments based on the information that we're given. Too much. So this is how they come. You give up your vulnerabilities, exactly. And so here's the situation. You got to hold back. Well, I don't want to play games, babe. Listen, let me tell you something. You're going to play a game till you in that dirt. Why? Because the minute you become vulnerable is the minute you gonna get played. And I've been, vulnerability is something in a long-term relationship. You and your husband been there 15, 20 years. But in a new relationship, vulnerability is a weakness. Now, I'm not saying you got to be in there being a man and kicking in the door. I'm not saying that. I'm saying to you, stop wearing your heart on your sleeve. You're so beautiful. Let me ask you a question. A beautiful woman like you not married? Why, baby? You educated, you look good. None of your damn business in your mind. Well, when it happens, it will. Stop giving up. Because I can't meet the right man. Every time. And let me tell you about my last relationship. Oh, I did this guy. Let me tell you what he did. He know everything. You don't know nothing about him. You don't know who he done dated. You don't know who. You don't even know his wife's name. He say, my ex. Because he's very cautious in giving out information. Many years ago, I had a guy that was a serial killer. And he had confessed, but the FBI kept riding him around, asking questions. One officer was in the front, one was in the back. I'm like, he done confessed. What in the hell y'all doing this for? And this went on for about a month. And so when the trial came, I kind of asked why. He said, we knew he was a serial killer. And what we were trying to do is get as much information as we can. So that what we do is we call it profiling. We know that if we see if we find in this particular situation, he killed prostitutes. And it was some weird stuff. He would kill these prostitutes and he would drag them. There were always drag marks. And after they died, okay, after he had killed them, he'd have sex with them. Okay? So, thinking that he couldn't get any kind of communicable disease. But this was his MO. But what they're calling it is profiling. If I ask the right questions, I can get enough information to profile you to see the kind of woman you are, what you like, what you don't like, what turns you on, what don't. And you fall right into it every time. So I'm going to get there. Just let me heat up a little bit. Got me a little coffee this morning. I'm heating up. So my point being to you is, you so happy that a man is finding interest. Because let's be real. Used to be back in the day when we would go to the gas station, we'd be stopping traffic. Now they be looking right over us like, what you looking at, grandma? I ain't got nothing for no grandmas. So after you get 50 and somebody, says something to you like, oh, you look nice. You're not hearing that anymore. When you was 30, in your 30s and your 40s, you heard it all the time. Like, shut up. Now you like, huh, you talking to me? Yeah, I'm talking to you, baby. Because many times they sizing us up. Because let me tell you something about an older woman. When she go out, she going to be right. She going to be tight. Okay? Shirley Evans said, we don't know how to date because we was married 25 years. That's right. So you going to always look your best because we, got old stuff, but it's still good stuff. I got this cashmere sweater, I want to say, from Costco, probably, I don't know, 15, maybe 10 years ago. It's still good. So they see me out with cashmere. I might got a little bling on. Got my promise ring with me and God. Got my nails done. Might got a little watch on. Little diamond. She got some money. Now, she look old enough that I know she ain't got no little kids at home. Got a nice whip. She probably got a good job. Got a good credit score. Just off rip. So they cut into you. You looking really good today. Oh, you talking about me? Oh, thank you so much. What? Yeah. Give me that number. Oh, because we're so honored that people are actually looking at us for a potential desire. like they used to back in the day. But many times they're looking at what you represent or what they think you represent. Okay? And so they're making assumptions. And then they when they make these assumptions, they carry on with it. So the first thing they do, can I get that number? Well, you know what? I've been listening to Single and Satisfied. And you know what? You know, Bond is said, or the judge, or whatever y'all want to call me, or whatever name. You know what? I got to open my mind a little bit more. You know, and I can't always be dating the lawyer and the doctor. So I'm open my mind. Oh, yeah, you can have it. So they give it to me. And the first thing you're going to do is get a text. Okay. Are you ready? And what is the text going to say? Good morning, beautiful. How you doing? This Ray Ray that you met at the gas station. Have a wonderful and blessed day. It always works. Why? What did I tell you? Profile. You know what they're going to do. They're going to hit you with that good morning text. The good morning text does this. It puts them on your mind. And if you respond back fast, they know you ain't got no man. Because if you had a man, you wouldn't be hitting them back up right quick. And you say, oh, good morning. How you doing? Oh, hey, I remember you. And then you got a long ass paragraph. And then they're like, she ain't got nobody. Okay, just have a blessed day, baby. You know. So just the time that you respond to a text, that good morning text, let them know she ain't got no man. So when you get them at 7:30 in the morning. You do not respond until 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And then you know what you do? You put a little heart on it. You put a little heart on it. You don't say, hey, what's up? Put a little heart on it. Damn, she didn't even say nothing to me. That's right, buddy. I wonder, does she remember who I am? All I got is a little heart. Send a little emoji. Thumbs up. What that does, it makes him inquisitive about you. Okay? Now, like to say it, the ones you can meet them online or whatever, you know, they gonna DM you, good morning, you know, same little, you know, BS. Thumbs up or don't even respond. Because game recognized game. Like Lance said, now we intrigued. I need to know more. She ain't responded to me like she's supposed to. Okay? And let me tell you something, what some men will do. You ready? Text. When them, you know, inspirationals from one woman and send it to you. Copy and paste, send it right on to you. He's so nice. He look what he did. You know, have a blessed day. Your future awaits you. Nothing can hold you back. Be persuaded to that, all that. And you're like, did he say that? Honey, he done got that from some other woman that has already been in his head and in his bed, and she just trying to keep it like a little flavorful. You know what I'm saying? So she sent him that to see if he gonna respond in the morning, to see if he been with somebody. It starts this early. So you give him a thumbs up. Or if he DM you, give him a thumbs up. About 6 hours into the game. I know men who date offline. Date online. And what do I mean? They date on Facebook and Instagram. They can tell you everything that you want to know about a woman. She's single, she's married, she's bitter, she's not, she's looking for a man, whatever. They can tell all of that many times from the post and what you say, etc. Okay? So, I said, well, why you date online? It's cheaper. You ready? And if I send a woman a DM from Thursday till Sunday, I do it after the club is closed because they done had a couple drinks and they feeling themselves. And I can slide into their DMs saying, you look so good when you went out today. You find XYZ ABC. So that I'm be in their head because they got the alcohol in them. And alcohol, anytime you drink alcohol, many times you make very bad decisions. Why? Because the alcohol impairs your judgment. Okay? So there are men who will wait till after you get out the club to DM you. Why? Because they trying to hit a lick and get in. So that's the online, how they do that. Then you got the other ones that be trying to pick you up at Home Depot and the gas station. Okay? Now, when you meet them, like I said, don't be all, oh, good morning, how you doing? Hey, you know, the longer it takes you to respond to a text, a DM, like Lance said, like what did Lance say? And Lance said it's easy. I want to know more. Why ain't she responding to me? Because see, my other girl, she done sent me a Bible scripture, and she done sent me one of them things, you know, the inspiration today stuff. So I'm going to shoot some of that to my new thing, which is you, and make her think that, you know what, I'm a sensitive kind of guy. Okay? And like Leonard Struthers says, it's harder to say no with alcohol. Okay? Because then what she do? She pop right on his page, and she looking at him. Where his wife? Oh, he don't have, oh, it's a single. Okay. We'll see what kind of job he got. Okay, self-employed. Okay. I wonder if it's his kids or his grandkids. Okay. So there are men who just date offline. They ain't got to meet you at the club. They ain't got to buy you no drink. They ain't got to buy you no food. They ain't got to do nothing. They just trying to hit a lick where you vulnerable, because that's what they do. That's their game. That's their line. And 9 times out of 10, it'll work every time. Because if it didn't work, they wouldn't do it. So what you got to do, you got to switch the game up. Wait 4 or 5 hours. Give them a thumbs up. Now, they already thinking they that guy. Maybe they nice looking men. They got something going for them a little bit, whatever. You understand what I'm saying? But I'm going to get to my point in a minute. So they automatically think that they the bait and they're going to throw it out. Now, let me tell you about these some men, okay? So we know it's cold out, okay? So y'all I swear, God bless me with my new whip. Y'all got $100,000 car, okay? And you got your mink coat on, you know what I'm saying? God done bless me. God bless you, but you ain't got to let the world know God done blessed you. That ain't the business. God's blessing is for you. It ain't for you to be putting on social media. So off rip, I'm like, damn. She done got a new Cadillac. I mean, the new nice one. Okay. So I know that's at least 70, 80,000. She got a nice coat on. Oh, she got some money. She got some money up in here. There's some money. Oh, them trips y'all be going on with the dresses be flying like that in Greece. Thank you so much, Mr. Muhammad. Always give good advice. Thank you so much. And he's a man as well. You understand? You know the dresses be flowing into Greece. And y'all be, you know, them dresses. She got money to go on vacations. Well, I know to go into, and the holidays coming up, they know you're going to be cooking. I know she got money for them trips. She got a Cadillac. She got grandkids. She don't have her children grown. And she don't have no man. Bingo! I'm going to hit her up, okay? Then they start saying little stuff like, you look really good today. Okay, fine, okay. You know, like I said, they trying to get in your head because it's the head game, okay? What you got to do is understand that you ain't the only person he doing this for. This is how his MO, remember what I told you about the FBI? It's called profiling. This is how I go after my women. I don't have to spend a whole bunch of money, okay? Because I know she going to look at my profile when I say something nice to her. Or the guys that be in the street, you know, they got their work gear on and stuff. They thinking like, you know, she got a couple little pounds on her. She probably a good cook, okay? All right, she probably know how to burn. So They laying this down for you. Now let me tell you what happens though. You get these men who, they might got a little job, you know what I'm saying? But you got that good credit score. And you're a good woman. You're a good woman. So then they cut into you with the sob story. Yeah, yeah, I was dating and, this woman, and I really thought she was going to be the one for me. And we dated for a while, and she ran off with somebody, and I helped her to go to nursing school. And now I can't finish my mechanic training, but it's okay. So anyway, what's going on with you? What's on with you? Mr. Graham said they ain't listening, but you damn sure on point, Queen. And you be like, oh, what you want to go to mechanic school? Yeah, I only got a couple more hours, but I don't want to talk about that. I want to talk about you. You know what I'm saying? I want to talk about you. Because they trying to come up socially. She go to all the nice events. I want to be with her so I can hang with her. She don't have no man when she be going to them events and them little Delta events, her AKA and all that stuff. Them soirees with them judges, them bar. She don't go no. So I'm gonna hit her up because she need to have a man on her side. Okay, I'm just saying. So they want to come up socially, economically. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to get some money. And you have sex with them because you want to test the waters. But anyway, to me that's just silly. But anyway, because let me say, because you know what you want. Okay, you know what you want. You ain't got to test no damn waters. Let me tell you something. At the end of the day, it's gonna work or it ain't gonna work. But let me tell you what I'm looking at right now. Okay, and I'm gonna be 100%. If it ain't paying no bills at DTE, I don't give a damn how big it is. I don't care how long it lasts, and I don't care how little it is. I'm more concerned about what's paying some bills at DTE. I ain't got time for all of that. Okay, my kids is 30. Okay, so all right, and whatever I done missed out getting, it ain't important to me. All right, just I'm gonna get to my point. My daughters, because if I can't feel it and it don't feel good, baby, let me tell you something. Any man who is exceptionally endowed, let me tell you what's gonna do. You're gonna be on rotation because his sex desire is a lot, and he know what he working with, baby. He know what he got, okay, and he know it run him crazy, okay, and he know what to do with it, okay, and that is to be putting it on you, making you feel all good so he can reap the benefits. Because once he start having sex with you, okay, and let's go there, because y'all look, y'all want to not be honest, but I'm gonna be honest for y'all. Y'all laying up with these men having unprotected sex, and then you wonder, because I don't like no condom. What in the world? You 60 years old. You better be glad it is working. Talking about you don't like, but baby, well, I know I don't want to ask him to do it because he got a good job and he don't look like he got no A's. He don't look, girl, you do not know. He got a little young girlfriend out here that is having sex with women, men, everything. Okay, and you just he don't look like it, but we're gonna get there. So you decide, and then you start having these soul ties with this man. Okay. And you just thinking about him, baby, how you doing? He done has it. Once he get it, you're gonna fall. Okay? It's like that game Jenga. Jenga. When you pull that little thing, all of the chips fall. Why? Because women are emotional. And what he does is and then let me tell you, then you got some who ain't even working with nothing really down there. Them dangerous ones too. Okay? She's them dangerous ones. Why? Because he might be like, well, baby, I just want to hold you and huddle and cuddle. They know what to do because they know you're not getting it. Well, you know what? They bringing the flowers over. You know what I'm saying? Let's just cuddle. I bought some firewood. I thought we could just have a fire, and just, watch the fire, Well, did you want to watch the game? Baby, no, You want to watch your love story? Cause I'm trying to come up on you. Cause I know in the sex department, I'm lacking. Okay. So what it is I'm going to try hard enough for your head game so that you emotionally fall. So that when you do have sex with them ultimately, you be like, it's all right, but that ain't everything. And he just make me feel real good because he bring the firewood over, and then he be bringing, now, I like champagne, but he bring over the asti spumante, but at least he trying. You know what I'm saying? He is trying. But he's a clout chaser. He want to go to them events with you. Because let me explain. And then what y'all gonna do? You can't be going out with me looking like that. I'm killing them. So I gotta at least get you a nice little suit. Okay? Then you get a nice little suit, nice little shoes. He looking good, getting, and he get, his, cut around. You like, wow. So he can get to these events and then see what else is out there. Oh, I see Glenda Brown. I'm here with Vonda. Shoot, Glenda look good. She 40. She at this event with Vonda. And Vonda's damn near 60, but Glenda look good. And she, all right. Then you letting him move around that room. You gave him access to your AKAs, to your Deltas, to your Zetas. You done gave him access. Because you trying to bring him from the pit to the palace. Because he's searching for clout. You get me? Well, he ain't never asked me no money. No, he's not. He just want to get in your circle. He like the young girls. You know how they trade them around? So this one got a baby by the football player. This one got a baby, and then she got another baby by the basketball player. What they do is they rotate in their little community, Okay? And that's what they do. So what he want to do is to break into what you got going on. See if the grass is green on the other side. Because you have granted him all access. You right. You done bought him a little outfit. He looking good, smelling good. Y'all having sex. He cutting your grass. He shoveling your snow. You know what I'm saying? And so now you want to up your game with him. Or, here we go. I wanted to start this business, but I just think it's a really great idea. But I don't really want to bore you with the details. Before you know it, you trying to give him a loan. Well, let me help you. I ain't gonna give you no money. I'm gonna show you how to get this, because I'm gonna show you how to get this line of credit. And see, and you giving him game, he get the line of credit. He start the business. Well, we locked and loaded. We engaged. Okay, we engaged. And he said he want to go back to school. And you know what? Sometimes you got to take a chance with people. And I'm going to help him with his craft. And then he go to school. And when he get that schooling, when he get that business, he's not as responsive to you. Because you done built him up. So now he's not feeling that he has a responsibility to bring you up. See, let me tell you something about when you help a man. You represent struggle. You represent when I was broke. You represent when I couldn't go to the big shindigs. You represent that. You allowed me access. But you remind me of lack. But if now that I look good and I smell good, okay, and I'm going to these events, women will look him up. Then all of a sudden he started looking good. He starts smelling good. Oh, that's Leroy? Oh, Leroy look good. Wow. Next thing you know, he gone. He done come in off the street and he with your multimillionaire friend. He with your lawyer friend. He with the dentist. He with the AKA. He with the Delta. Why? Because you gave him access. Because you trying to take him from the pit to the palace. And all the time, he's watching. He not just appreciative. Then he want to play on you. Babe, I like that dress. But you know what? It's fitting a little too tight. Babe, you ever thought about, maybe I seen these girls, I was looking on Instagram, you know what I'm saying? Not looking at them, but they got the weaves. Maybe you could. Now, what he want to do is make you feel bad about who you are. But I was that same fat woman when you met me, but now you trying to criticize my rolls. Your stomach blew out, but you wasn't complaining when your shoes was running over. When you was broke and only had lint in your pocket. You wasn't complaining about my 3 stomachs in, but now you want to complain about it. Why? Because you put him in a position that if he makes you feel bad on the slick about yourself, you're going to continue to do things for him because he's berating you and he now controlling you and making you feel bad about yourself, and you the one that brought him to the party. He ought to wake up in the middle of the night, say, damn, baby, what's that? I just want to honor you and thank you for allowing me to see things that I wasn't even supposed to see, baby. Men ain't like that. They always, many of them, looking for the next come up. See, if I come to this party, and let's go there. Let's go there. And y'all know I am not lying. Y'all got some friends that if they see you with something looking good, they will break their neck to find out who he is, how to get with him, and look up and he be with them. Y'all know y'all got them. And maybe they ain't your friends like that, but they in y'all sorrows. Okay, because they thirsty too. And before you know it, you done seen your good thing that you done built over there with the AKA doctor, the AKA lawyer. Okay? He's serving her snow and bringing her the Asti Spumante and instead of her them dumbass texts in the morning. Okay? Why? Because he can. And you gave him access. And then he'll say this. You ready? Baby, when I met you, I wasn't who I was. See, I was down. But now, I'm good. And I ain't the same man that you was when I met you. Well, no, you was a bum then, and you really a bum now, but you don't appreciate nothing because you done brought him up. Baby, if he come with you with the Velcro shoes, take him to the AKA and the Delta stuff with them run over shoes, and you have your lubies on. Oh no, you ain't getting nothing out. Okay? Listen, he used to wearing them run over shoes. But now you want to bring him up so that when you go out, you ain't got nobody saying who in the hell is that bum? Baby, let me tell you something. She's stuck on that D, that's right. And then he walking around, oh, let me open the door for you. Now, I'm not trying to knock the game and be a hater. But let's take a look at this. Look at the little football boy, Kelsey. He had a little black girlfriend. Now he dating Taylor Swift. Oh, let me open the door for you. Wait a minute. Hold on for a minute. I got this. trying to send her his number on an armband. Why? She a billionaire, and that girl 32 years old. A billionaire, okay? She got a couple more O's than him. So what he's doing is now being that gentleman, that rugged guy. You know what I'm saying? I got this, whatever, that she ain't used to. So that's his calling card. She's still a billionaire. He just got some million. She a billionaire, okay? My point being to you is this, ladies. You gotta always lead them people where they be. If they living on the east side, in the projects, or wherever they at, okay? And you in the palace, then you don't need to be moving them in. Oh, what's this bag? Your key. What? Yeah. And here go your garage door opener too. Because I know sometimes you come on, baby, you want me to be with you? Damn. You know what? You good to me like my mom. You know, like ain't no woman did for me like this except my mom. Let me say this to you. If a man is 40 years old, living in wherever he lives, let him stay there. You have busted your ass to build what you have. You have gone to work days that you did not want to go. You have worked 2 and 3 jobs to get your credit right so that you could be able to try to get you a home. Everything that you got, I know everything I got. Ain't nothing in my house new. I get it off Facebook Marketplace. I get it from garage sales, but I make it work. And so then after I put it all together, you gonna come by because you gonna be the man of the house. The devil is a liar. You keep your butt right on where you at. I'm not saying me and you can't date. I'm saying this. You're not laying up in the palace. You're not getting a remote control. I'm not going to help you to get no line of credit. Why? Because what you're doing is feeding my mind and you playing games with me. And then when you hit a lick and your business is good, when you hit a lick and then, you know what I'm saying, you done got your degree, the first thing you're going to tell me is, baby, you didn't know who I was when we met you. That was the broke down version of me. See, but that ain't who I am. Because you represent struggle. You will always represent struggle. If you take a man from the pit to the palace, he will look at you and say, that's how I used to be. But the new woman, she represents success. She represents the fact that I got a new ride. The fact that I'm living in a nice home. The fact that I'm going on nice trips. She represents that to me. You don't. Because you remember where I came from. And every time I see you, I see struggle. And so that's why many times men will leave their good thing. They bottom woman. That one that you know that roll with them. And then they're like, oh, well, these other young women liking me now. You don't know who I am. See you. I'm going to be with me, a young woman, because you ain't doing what I need, because you represent struggle. But you believe that you are saving someone, and you can't do that. If they want to wear Velcro shoes, let them. You wear your red bottoms. If they want to, what's that called? Allspice. The one in that red bottle. It still smell good. You know what I'm saying? Let him wear that. And you wear your Givenchy. You let him wear that, all that little cheap stuff. And you be like, okay. Because see, he's sitting back, waiting on you to bring him up to where you are. Because he putting that D on you. He's sexing you down. So what he gonna do is, play that mind game. Oh, baby, what you got ain't nothing. Well, if it ain't nothing, why you ain't got it? If it ain't nothing. I mean, I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I don't care about no new car. Well, where your new car? Well, I don't care about living in the suburbs and no mansion. I don't care about that because a house is just a house. You a lie. The only reason many of these men are even dealing with y'all because they trying to get a come up. And they trying to get in your head so they can get in your bed so they can regulate you. So you can bring them to where they are. Why? They don't have to earn what you did. Okay? That's just how things are. When you get to be a certain age, you're not looked upon as a sex symbol. Old Spice. You are looked upon as a opportunity, as a lick, L-I-C-K. I'm going to hit a lick. Okay? They're not looking at you like, ooh, look at them rolls on her. Ooh, that looks so sexy. Oh, baby, can you wear a bikini so that them rolls can show? I want to see them. Come on, no. They're looking for a come up. And they'll say something like, you how? You 60. Damn, you look good. No, I do not. I look okay. But I look like I'm damn old. I look like I'm something 60 or close to it. But what you looking at, that little bling and, I understand what you're not looking at me as a woman. You're looking at what I represent. All right. That's what you're doing. You're not looking at me as a woman. You're looking at what I represent. And so as a result, we get it confused. Okay. And then we pour into that man. And we make his business. Baby, you don't got no you don't have no website. No, that don't cost no money. I'm gonna help you do the website. Baby, you're not on social media. You can market your business this way. And you giving him all the pearls, all the game, all of it. And he building up. But he's not building up to bless you. Because then he's going to start to find fault in you. You know what I'm saying? Baby, you just, you know what? We started off good. You trying to be possessive. Like, I'm not ready for that. But you was ready for that when you was a little bum and you was wearing them Velcro shoes and you was trying to lay up and be in the palace. You wanted to be close. When you was bringing the firewood and the oxy spumante, you was trying to be all, but then when I start having sex with you and wanting you to be around, and now I done put you as a sign on my American Express, or man, now don't use this credit card until it's emergency. Then you look up and he all going to eat and stuff. That ain't no damn emergency, but you had no business doing that. What he need American Express for? If you out here, y'all gonna go eat and you paying for it, you only one need it. He don't need no sign on your American Express, okay? Or none of your credit cards. You're giving game and then he's finding fault because he is using your dysfunction, your insecurities to keep you bound. He know you understand you don't like that fat stomach. So he'll say something about it. He know you don't like the fact that, maybe you get a little hair loss. He gonna say something about it. Because what he's going to do is he's going to play on your insecurities. I bet in the day you was fine. You still a good looking woman. Though. I bet in the day you was fine. So that makes me feel like, well, damn, I am old. But, you look good to me, though. But back in your day, back in the 70s, I bet you used to be a brick house. Wow. So what that's making me feel is I'm not enough. Okay? I'm not enough. And so then what do? I go get my stomach done. I go get a breast lift. I get my face done. I get my hair done. But my body, although it looks good, it don't look like a young girl. Why? Because gravity has gotten a hold of it. And it ain't no surgeon that's going to make you look like you 30 when you 50. They're just not going to do it. And if they do, your mind is still messed up. You understand what I'm saying? Because you always chasing that new thing so that you can be able to keep up with the fantasy, the idea that he has of you. Okay, now if you Haley Berry, you ain't gonna look like the other Haley Berry. That little girl, 23 years old. Hey, Halle Berry is a beautiful older woman, but she don't look like that young girl. Okay, let's just be there. What did Kanye tell Kim? You 46 years, or you 40 some years old. You don't need to be running around in clothes like that. You ain't no young girl. Because what you're doing is you are playing on that woman's emotion. You know that she goes out her way to keep up her body. So if you say something like, well, you ain't no young girl, that's going to make her feel bad about herself. Well, why you got to do that? Shut them down. If the minute these men who don't got nothing try to say something, you're going to have to be like, honey, you got to remember how you got to the party, okay? Let's be honest, okay? Just be honest about things, okay? Oh, where you going? Oh, I'm going to my barrister ball. That's for the, you know, lawyer prom. Oh, you're not going? We're not going together? No, I'm gonna go with some friends. Oh, it's like that, huh? What, you going to meet a man? Oh, I'm not good enough for you, huh? But I'm good enough to be in your bed. Listen, honey, I'm not even gonna get into it. Okay, um, I'm gonna go and I'll see you later, and I'll talk to you. You just shut him down. See all of that fat stuff that he was talking about. Okay, all of that he got going on. He wondering where you at because you didn't invite him. You have to shut these men down. You ain't got to get rid of them, but you got to shut them down. Oh, you going to Ruth Chris? You know that's our favorite restaurant. Yeah, well, me and my girl going, but it's okay. You can make you it's some lunch meat in there. Okay, you can make you a sandwich, but I'm going somewhere. Okay, you got to remind him that you a queen, and that with him or without him, life gonna go on. But you got to keep him in line because inevitably he's going to say something to make you feel that way. Shut him down. Shut them down. You ain't even got to respond to it. And you sure ain't got to run out here, get no long weave, get trying to look like no young girl. Don't even do all that. Shut him down. Because you know he is seeking what you have. That's your status. So when the next time you go somewhere, he is damn sure ain't invited. And he keep it up. And he won't be going nowhere else. Because guess what? You got the drug. And that's access. And he can't get it without you. He can't show up to many of these events without being invited. He just can't come in there. So guess what? You're not going to come. But you don't need to be having nobody laying up in the crib either. You know what I'm saying? Well, I'm about to go. But y'all giving garage door openers and leaving the back door open so they can come in, and you know what I'm saying? Okay. And Classy Green said, why even entertain them? Well, some of y'all just still, you want to be with them sexually. You got, hey, Classy, you remember when y'all had company when y'all was young? And when your mama left, you had to go. That's the rule. Okay, now I'm about to go now. All right, so I'm about to lock up. I'm gonna call you when I get back. Okay, yeah. If you up, I'll send you a text. And forget and don't even send one. Let him do a drive by. Okay. But when I go, the house gotta be locked down. You not staying in here. Well, I was gonna wait till you get home. Oh no, we don't do that. Who do that? No, no. You wait right on at your track over cross town with your Velcro shoes on. You just wait on over there. But you're not gonna be laying up and walking around here. Okay. I had to do something. Have somebody. Well, who live here with you? Why? You don't. You ain't coming back. Because at the end of the day, I am content with me. I know what I represent. I know what I have to offer. And I know this, that men are looking at me, whether they're older, whether they're younger, middle age, as an opportunity, as access to something. An older man want to be with you because you're successful. You know what I'm saying? You got a wonderful home. You got a nice car. You've done something for yourself. They're not around here trying to be with broke, old, broke women. They're not trying to do that. Let me tell you something. A, a broke woman, a broke older woman, don't nobody want her. Because men at this point are looking for a come up. Whether it's status, whether it's to be able to come in and be at your crib, you are now the come up. You're not the beauty star that you used to be. You know, the brick house back in the day. Oh, damn, did you just see that? That's okay. Because I'm honored because a lot of people didn't get to be our age. And every day that we wake up on this side of eternity, we need to be happy about that, okay? And being older and being an older woman is not some type of prison sentence. It's an opportunity that God gave you. And so you need to celebrate that. But what you don't need to do is keep entertaining these bums that's trying to be on the come up because you thinking, well, he old, he 50, and I'm 50. Listen, it's men 50 years old that like stuff 25 and 30 years old. Okay, this call a spade a spade. Y'all want to be calling it like a spade, a three-leaf clover and stuff. Stop doing that. Be honest. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I agree. I mean, when I look at pictures of myself in my youth, in my, even 40s, I was like, okay, now I'm different. Got a little fat face, fat tummy. Okay, I got a little something different going on. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. Sometimes I look at me and like, damn, girl, what happened to you? And I work out and I do everything, but it's the point of it is I'm getting older. You know what I'm saying? My hair is thinning out. I can't, it ain't nothing I can do about that. But I have to be able to love me where I am. And once I do that, then whether you participate in that is fine. But many times, ladies, you are always looking for somebody to bring up to your level, to rescue. He know what to do. He know how to sing that OJ song to you, baby. Let me rub your feet. The dramatics. Be my girl. He know all of that. Because that's game for him. And the minute he get another person that is better, and are there any men who don't play games for a come up? Okay, now let me talk about that, Virginia. Let's be honest. See, I don't know where y'all live. I'm going to use me an example because I don't want to use anyone else, okay? I know how I looked 10 years ago, 50. I knew the clothes that I could fit in. I knew I had no extra love handles. There's a distinct difference in how I look then and how I look now, physically. Okay. There is a distinct difference in how I lived then and how I'm living now. I'm blessed and highly favored that I'm not living from paycheck to paycheck. I'm not living where, what I'm saying, I got to take back quarters and dimes and put gas in my car. I'm not living like that anymore. So if I were being honest and I saw myself in another person, I'm going to see the ring, the watch, the earring. I'm going to see that before I see the inner part of Vonda, because that's what stands out to me. But y'all want to see each other. When you look at yourself, you many of you all say, I was born in 64. Y'all seeing yourself, how y'all used to live at 89, and you do not look like that. But in your mind, that's how you look. In your mind, you think that's what you look. You know damn well you don't look like that. And I'm not trying to put nobody down. Stop it. I'm trying to be honest with you so that you can then say, what is it that you are attracted to? Let's just be honest. When you have men who are 50 that a woman 30 years old, 20 years old, 40 years old is throwing themselves at her. Why would he say, I don't want that? I want you? Because there's something about you. I'm with the same good man for 45 years, Sandra Page. But here's a situation. Sandra had the man that he a lame. What you with him for? He ain't he ain't the one with that big old whatever. He ain't the one that the lady man. He a regular guy that believed in commitment. And she got him when she was good and young. And now they done grew old together. And he is now seeing her and loving her. And he ain't gonna leave her. Okay? Yes. I'm talking about women when you 40 and 50 and 60 years old, you are here trying to get a man who is 60 years old. It's not. You are truly a brilliant. I can't even imagine. I can't thank you enough for your advice. Okay, what I'm saying to you, let's be honest. Stop y'all walking around with your head in the sand. Let's be honest. You know, well, many of you may say, I wore the same size 6 that I've been wearing for 30 years. I've got pants that I wore in 1986. You may have pants that you wore in 86, but you got loose skin. Your hair is coming thinning out. You got bags around your eye. You do not look the same as you did 30 years ago. And these men have an opportunity, an option that is not available to women. And that is that we can't go out or we don't feel good about dating a man who's 20, 30, 40. Okay. Maybe 50. Okay, maybe so. Okay. But if at 60, I would not feel comfortable being with a man who is 25. I would not feel comfortable being with a man 35 or 45. And I may be on a bubble with a man 50 because you don't have anything in common with me psychologically. I'm not talking about academically. I'm talking about psychologically. We don't have the same life experiences. If I date somebody that's 38 when I was around listening to Tina Marie, you was listening to Barney. Okay. All right. My children was raised on Barney. Okay. So what I look like having something in common with somebody who, they favorite artist might be Too Short. Okay. My favorite artist is Dramatics. My point being, that's not something that is available to us. Okay. But it is available to an older man. My uncle said, men don't get old, they get broke. Women get old. See, at a certain point, women don't get the same whistled at. Wow, that stops. Oh yeah, that's somebody auntie, that's somebody grandma. Okay, who is Too Short? Lord, love, oh girl, oh my God, that's okay, that's all right. Google them. But you understand what I'm saying? That phrase, Google. Back in my day, that meant Encyclopedia Britannica. Remember those? We had to look things up in the Encyclopedia Britannica. Now I tell y'all to Google, y'all put in a person's name and everything you ever wanted to know about that person comes up. Because it's a different time. Okay? And so what we got to do is honor where we have come. Now, are there some men? Probably a handful. What did I tell you ladies last week? I said it's a 1 out of 247 million that will hit the lotto. But somebody gonna hit it. But it may not be you. And you gotta stop buying tickets randomly thinking it's going to occur. Instead, take that dollar, take that $2 and invest it in something. You can't be deliberate. When you get to be our age, you don't have time to keep kissing frogs to try to find a prince. You have to have a criterion. If they don't meet it, they gotta go. Bottom line. And many women on here, and I'll be honest, there are men who have been married all their life. Their wife died. They're 70, 80, and they might say, well, I like you. I am not going to be with a man who is 70 years old or 80 years old. I'm just not going to do that. Okay. That don't do nothing for me. Okay. So I'm at a point where the options are very limited. But what I got to be able to do is love me, because I will be damned if all that I have survived, I'm going to let a man come in my home, kind of berate me on the slide, let him come up on me, and then he got something slick to say, and I feel bad, and I'm in a bad place all by myself all over again. I can't do that. I just can't. I can't. And I'm gonna tell you something. He gonna have to run over me with a damn car damn near, because I'm not. My mind don't even think like that, because I can't allow it. I just can't allow me seeing myself in past times, which I have done. Here's a remote control, thinking if I give you access to my home, you're going to honor me and love me more. You're not. Damn, it took her long enough to give me that remote control. I take that remote control, and guess where he put it at? In his center console. Okay? And when he want to come with you, he put it out. When he with his other girls, it's in there, in the center console. And then you've opened up your home, your palace, okay, to a man whose intentions are not honorable many times. And then you can't get rid of them because you have an unprotected sex with them. And then you creating soul ties with this man. And so when he's not around, you thinking of him constantly. You don't know how to stop thinking about him. Why? Because there's a soul tie. Because he's told you, well, I don't like no condom. The hell with that. Okay? Like I told my daughter, and I'm going to be 100. I've been celibate for 6 years. You gonna put a ring on my, and it ain't gonna be no little stuff like this. Baby, I ain't got time for that. Unless you coming over like, hey, how you doing? Hey, baby, thank you so much, Mr. Leggett. You like your billboard? Thank you. You like my billboard. Honey, you gonna put, okay, because I've waited too long to settle on some lunch meat. I'm not doing that again. When you come for me, Vonda, I want to go to the jewelry store. I want you to be my wife. I'm not looking for a girlfriend. I know how you are. I know you're a godly woman. You don't want to, throw your pearls after swine. And I want to show you I'm a godly man. I'm ready to put a ring on it. And I'm ready to be faithful to you. And until that happens, he not going to get no access. But I got to go and show you sexually that I can perform before me and you going to be together. The hell with all that. You can keep that. Huh? You can keep that, because I am not interested in that. Well, after me and her, it wasn't all that good anyway. But shoot, I hit that judge. She on that billboard. I knocked that off. You see that one? Let me tell you where she live. 24531. Mm-hmm. Shoot. Watch this. Hold on for a minute. What's up, girl? Nothing. What you cook? Uh-huh. All right, I'm gonna call you right back. Don't she sound like that commercial? That's her? Man, I be laying up with her all the time. She got a little dog named Piper. I be out there walking the dog. Man. Because you're looking at the opportunity to come and be in my world so that you can flex and say that you've been with me, so that make you feel good about you, or it's bait for you to get another woman. Starting over again is rough after being married so long. Your discernment has to be on high alert, and you must believe the red flags, because the game has gotten different. It's more poised. You know what I'm saying? You thinking back, well, I got to show a man, that I can sexually do. What? He can't sexually do. Okay? So I'm saying, like, come on, ladies. That's not that big. Like I said, if what you have can't pay DTE, keep it. If what you have can't pay DTE, because see, I'm over here with big girl bills. I ain't got no nails and feet. I got mortgage. I got light. I got payroll. I got billboards. I got big girl bills. Okay, big girl bills. So if a man talking about you gonna get my nails and my feet done, baby, you better say that and put some some gas in your car, cause that's not enough for me. And I'm gonna be honest. You know what I'm saying? Don't come for Valentine giving me no $20. What am I gonna do with that? Hell, don't even come give me no $200. Well, that might be a little better, but I'm saying I got big girl bills. Okay, I might got a budget of 20, 30,000. So you understand? So what I do is I focus on what I have done, and I'm so thankful to God that every day He allows me to grow, to share, to say, well, Vonda, you should, don't you miss being someone as a Christian woman? The Bible talks about, sex is for marrieds. It's not for just pleasure seeking. It ain't to make me feel good. Sex is to have children and for married people. That's what God made it for. Now, if God has blessed me and blessed you with a beautiful home, good credit, why you gonna say, oh, but I'm gonna read some of the Bible, but that don't apply to me? What? Oh, but it's called selective. See, the blessings gonna overtake you, apply to me, but keeping your legs and keeping your mouth shut, that don't apply to me. Okay, cause see, God don't mean that. See, you gonna interpret what God means. Okay, and many of you all have gotten in bad situations and made lifetime decisions based on an emotional event. I was with him one time and I got pregnant. I was with him one time and I got AIDS. I was with him one time, I got herpes. One time. Off an emotional decision. You now have a lifetime of challenge. I can't do that no more. And I'm not going to do that anymore. Because if God can give me and pay my bills and provide for me, I'm not going to have a man to come in my life and make me feel bad about becoming an older woman or make me feel bad about my blessing. Because God gave it to me. And I am going to honor God by not being selective about what I believe in the Bible, but applying everything to myself. So if all I got, and like I told God, all I got, God, is my ability and my desire to be for a man. But I'm going to put that on the table for you because I love you. And you know the kind of woman I am. Every 30 days, I had to have me a man. I'm living better than I ever did with any man. All men combined, I'm living better than all men combined ever did, okay? Because God is providing for me. And so as a result, I can't have men running in and out of my bed when God paying my bills. God like, well, let them pay it. I mean, if he gonna get all that, all I'm doing is saying is keep your legs closed, keep your heart right, and I pay your bills every month, and I give you some extra. Okay. Oh, shoot, all right. You sure? You said you needed 10,000. Go look on the table. It's 25. Oh, shoot. But then I'm gonna turn around because I got access extra. And then I'm going to have some man in here pouncing on me, making me feel bad about myself. But I want God to pay the bills. Okay. And when I made that commitment, I ain't bounced no checks. In the middle of a pandemic, with a 650 credit score, I got a house that was $419,000 for $375. And I had never been able to do that before in my life, but I made a commitment to God. If you show up for me, I will show up for you. I said, I don't want to bring my old furniture because I don't have enough nice furniture. I went to Facebook Marketplace. God gave me favor with everybody. I got pieces in here that's many thousands of dollars I got for, because he gave me favor. So I understand what you're saying, but the enemy will tell you, but you want somebody to hold you at night. Yeah, but guess what? I don't want nobody to hold me at night, and I don't want to go back to bouncing checks either. I don't want to go back to having maximizing my credit card and open. I don't want to go back to living like that. The Bible says that the blessings of the Lord will overtake you, and they have for me. I can't testify for nobody else, but I know for me. So when a man come in here talking about what he gonna do for me, and I'm living in a house like this, and I got some extra, I said, honey, you can't do that. You got to give me what God given me. And if you can't be what God given me, I'm just gonna have to be God woman. I just had to be God girl. I'm God daughter. I said, girl, gone. You don't need to be having sex with nobody no more, girl. Stop. But I had to be able. That's like y'all. How y'all gonna go and tell your boss you want a raise and you don't want to go to work? If you're gonna get the money, you gotta do the work. If you're gonna get the blessing, you gotta do the work. But y'all don't want to do that. And your free will has gotten you in more trouble than anything combined. But every time you living right, you gonna fall. That happens. But you don't fall as often. You know why? Because you ain't out here just randomly making bad decisions. Many of y'all, this time last year, y'all be at the club. On your way to the club, get you some liquor that you can't afford, that make you sick, that wear you down, and you end up in somebody's bed you don't even know. Now you're trying to live right, and it seems like things is coming around. But when you submit to God, it will, because God ain't no lie. So that's what I'm just gonna tell y'all that, okay? So I know the challenge, but I can't live in two worlds. I can't serve my flesh and serve God, because when I did it, I always came up short. And I'm tired of being short all the time. Do you know that we survived a pandemic? And we survived the pandemic because God had something for us to do. And surviving a pandemic ain't to be on rotation. Oh, Junior, he got that big old thing. Baby, come on. Y'all grown. Spirits transfer. You were Junior, he was 6 other women, and you wondering why you craving something that you ain't even like, because he around here having sex with 5 other women that's unprotected, depositing spirits in you, and now you craving for something that you didn't even like. Because it's okay. Okay. But when you live from your flesh, you reap from your flesh. When you live from your spirit, you reap. And that's why you see people, you know what I'm saying? There's people, yes, they got money. They around here having sex with everybody, and they miserable. When I looked at that little boy on Friends, here you are. You want everybody to say your name, and they did. And the enemy say, get some drink. Do a little cocaine. And before you know it, you become bound. And here you are, you done have 6 seizures because you can't leave the alcohol alone, because you bound now. Because you done made alcohol your God. Never had children, never had a wife, been all up in ICU and everything because he can't leave the liquor alone. Worth $21 million, and tell me, what? Lisa Marie Presley. She taking drugs because she got you got everything in the world. I'm depressed. Live my life, and I bet you see some damn depression But the enemy will tell you to start doing things, drinking, uh, doing drugs. And before you know it, you bound. You're bound by something that the enemy offer you. Oh, it ain't nothing but liquor, champagne. I used to be like, shoot, I love champagne. I love it today. But when you drink, you don't make sound decisions. I can't at this point in my life continue to make emotional decisions. Okay? I can't say, oh my God, where am I? I'm at such and such house because I've reacted from emotion. I can't do it anymore. I'm living a different life. And that's what I've done. You know what I'm saying? But I'm still keeping it 100 because one thing I know, I still can enjoy life. It's just that I can't be with a man and going through all of them problems like I did. And then I look at my life before when I was around sexing it up, being broke. And now that I look at my life that I'm living with God, got access, and access. But listen, let me just say this to you. We got, I just wanted to plug that in. So, for many of you, I don't know if you know or not, but I'm doing a podcast with my pastor, and it's called Just Kicking It. And what I love about it is that it gives a perspective from me being a single woman, okay, and her being married, and the challenges that we each face in those relationships. When you've lived long enough, you give good advice because you've lived long enough. And sometimes singles don't know how to give married advice, and marrieds don't know how to give single advice. So anyway, every Thursday on YouTube, and it's on my Facebook, I think it's like 8 o'clock at night. But I did want to show you, give you a little clip, and it's called Just Kicking It Podcast. And I think we've done like 6 episodes, but it's obviously from a biblical perspective, but we keeping it 100. So let me show you. Let me just show you what's going on right quick.
You my wife. I know you my wife. And here we are. We've been married 27 years, together 35 years.
Wow, that's a blessing. And the thing about it is that whether it was in the 80s, 90s, whatever, let me tell you something. You know what I always say? Game's still the same, names only change.
All right, I love it.
That's for real, okay? So let me.
You my wife. I know you my wife. And here we are. We've been married 27 years, together 35 years.
Wow, that's a blessing. And the thing about it is that whether it was in the 80s, 90s, whatever, let me tell you something. You know what I always say? Game's still the same, names only change.
All right, I love it.
That's for real, okay? So anyway, that was just a little clip of it, and it streams on Thursday. But many of you all, like Sandra Page, she's been married 45 years. She probably find this entertaining, but she like, I got a husband. I'm on a computer, he in the bed asleep. Many of you all have husbands, but you may want a different perspective to understand how to interact with your husband. And it's just, they are great people. Clarence, yes, they are. That'll be another hour of talking about how great the Dobbins are. I love it. But what it does is it gives something for everybody. I talk about being single and being divorced, and she talks about being married and being in holiness and having husband and just in raising children. But listen, it's a wonderful, wonderful podcast for older women. Anyway, it's on every Thursday. It's on my Facebook, but it's also on YouTube as well for people who are on YouTube. Because let me tell you something I learned about people on YouTube. People on YouTube don't come on Facebook. People on Facebook don't go to YouTube. People on Instagram don't go on Facebook or Instagram. They stay in their own little realm, okay? Like people on the east side don't go on the west side, and west siders don't go east side. That's just how things is, okay? It's 8 Eastern, yes it is. And it just gives you a different perspective on life. and what you got to do in order to keep it moving. But listen, ladies, I've had, you know what? I think I could just one night we could just have an all-nighter with some pajamas on. Baby, let me tell you something. Once we get to talking, and what I love, remember, I see every one of y'all comments. Okay, I don't feel I'm here by myself. I honestly feel like y'all with me. I feel like when I say what y'all say, I'm like, oh yeah, that makes sense. So I'm looking at this and I'm looking at that. Remember, um, I've gotten back on it. They've changed StreamYard a little bit. So there were things that I needed to figure out how to do certain things. So I'm still learning. But I want you to know that we are all in this together. We are sharing. It ain't me talking. I'm reading the comments when I'm done. All week I look at the comments and I read about it and I think about it. I say, oh, this is something I need to talk about. Oh, that was a good point. Oh, yeah. Okay. All right. Many of you all I'm familiar with from this segment of Single and Satisfied, and it's just wonderful. And I just hope that you getting something from it. I do. When I read the comments, I understand where you're going from. Kathy Williams, as a result of coming on here, has made sure that she sends me Bible verses on Instagram, and I make sure I read them, and it's wonderful because we're growing. It's not about big me and little bit. I ain't got time for that. We all just trying to survive. So listen, ladies, have a wonderful evening. And remember, it'll be on this Thursday as well. That is the Just Kicking It. So I want y'all to see it before I go so you know what I'm talking about. Just Kicking It podcast. See where it says that? The little thing. And you can go on the YouTube and you can watch some seasons, some past seasons that we've done, some episodes. So until we meet again, God bless you. I love you, and have a great evening. Have a great week. Be blessed. Bye-bye.